Sinking City. When last we played, we'd been asked to murder an old lady by her son, which we're not going to do. This may be it here.
The door won't budge. This door will be hard to fix. Are you Glenn Byers?
Yes. Who are you?
Charles Reed, P.I. The guy taking the fall for your murder.
Okay. How did you find me?
Are you serious? I'm a private eye. Now don't make this any worse for yourself and answer my questions. Why did you murder Johannes Vanderberg?
I had no choice. I am an honest man, sir. I have a family, but my sweet Evelyn and Michael, our son. I didn't want to do it, but they had him hostage. I don't even know Johann, or whatever he's called.
You and I look rather similar, wouldn't you say? How is that possible?
I don't know. This is the face I was born with. I'm just as confused as you are.
Do you have any relatives in Boston?
Not that I know of. My family is from Providence, Rhode Island.
Just another of this town's oddities to add to the list. You know who's responsible.
It was a gang. I'd never seen any of them before. This guy gave me a gun. Will? Maybe. But I don't know if he was anyone special. That's all I know. I swear.
Tell me exactly how it all happened.
They broke into our house while I was out. I came home and found the broken door. There were signs of a struggle, but my family... Poor Evelyn. They were gone.
You never thought to report the abduction. Why not get help from the police?
I wanted to call the coppers. I did, but they sent me... drunk. I can't. It's still on the table.
I can see the
I
finger.
have no guts to touch it.
I'll need to inspect the place where it happened.
If you have to, it's next door. I locked it so no one can get in. So I don't have to look at it again.
Okay, let's say I believe you. You've done the deed, so where are your wife and son now?
I don't know. The gang leader promised they'd be released, but they haven't returned. Please, I realize I'm in no position to ask, but can we make a deal?
Depends on the offer.
I am guilty. I took a life, but you have shouldered the blame. I will turn myself into the police and make this right. When I hand over the weapon, they will have to believe me, but I can't do it until I know my family is safe.
Right. So I rescue your family to save my own skin.
In a nutshell, yes. So what's your answer?
All right, I'll do it. I don't like it, but I'll do it.
Thank you. You're a better man than I, Mr. Reed. I'm sorry that I put you in this position, but I will make it right. I promise. What am I to do now?
Still has a wedding ring on. What kind of monster does that? There's a note in the envelope. There used to be some writing here, but it's been washed off. At least partially.
Kill Johann Vanderberg or they will die. Not exactly difficult to read.
So, the home of a suffragette, huh? Old but clean and shiny. That's definitely been taken good care of. Joy is really cute here. I wish I could hear her sing. Some of the boards look fresh. No dust. Who in hell would think to use a spade as a weapon? Oh, wait a minute. Crepe silk and lace. Must have been a pretty dress before it was torn. This door will be hard to fix.
What am I to do now?
Seems like everywhere I go lately, I find blood.
Catch up to us when you're done. And don't waste any time rescuing Martin. He's expendable.
Don't you dare touch my mom!
Open this door or I'll kick it down!
I think I'm starting to get the picture.
Open this door or I'll kick it down!
Don't you dare touch my mom!
Catch up to us when you're done. And don't waste any time rescuing Martin. He's expendable.
A gang broke in and kidnapped a mother and son. The latter fought back, knocking an attacker through the floor. And the rest of the assailants left with the hostages. Some of the boards look fresh. No dust. How do I get into the room beneath us?
Why? The kitchen? It's locked.
One of Evelyn's attackers fell through a hole in the floor. Maybe I'll find something useful if I look around.
Wow. How do you know all that? Your detective type sure are clever. It would explain the broken boards. I'll get you the key, and, sorry for the mess.
I'll get going.
Oh, jeez. That one had bugged out slightly.
Congratulations on your wedding, from Sister Peg. That's a rare spirit. They're lucky to have a bottle from before Prohibition. Someone must have had a hard fall here. Glad I'm not him.
Help me! Somebody! Anybody! Help!
Let's see what he's got in here. Now that sends shivers down the spine.
What am I to do now?
Someone must have had a hard fall here. Glad I'm not him.
I'm missing some more evidence, but, you know, I don't really care at the moment. I can't think I've picked up everything I can. Yeah, apparently I haven't, but, you know, it's...
There used to be some writing here, but it's been washed off, at least partially.
What am I to do now?
Well, I'm not sure what I could have missed, so...
Get the truck out. Find something you like. Cheaper than the rest.
Is that guy in the ground?
Quit staring. Get the truck out of here.
You're stuck on the ground, buddy. Do you need a hand? I think I went to Mind's Eye for some reason.
Quit staring. Get the truck out of here.
Hi there, Billy. Gotta say, I liked you more last time we met.
Same to you, pal. Heard you might be coming, but hoped you wouldn't. So how about this? Leave now, and I pretend you weren't here.
Billy, holding a family hostage doesn't suit you. Let them go, and we both walk out in one piece.
It's not gonna work out that way. There's a reason the buyers are here. When the time comes, we'll set them free.
Why did you need the buyers anyway? What do you get out of it?
There are powerful entities in this board. You should know better than to question their affairs, so you best get out while I'm asking politely, Charlie boy.
Billy, I want no trouble for either of us. Byers did what he was asked, so it's time you do your part.
For the last time, move along. I already saved your life once. Consider this number 2. I get attached to people I save. A bit of a weakness. But understand this, Charles. I'd hate to kill you, but if I have to, I will.
Sorry, Billy. This is bigger than both of us. May the best man win.
So this is how it ends, eh? I hoped you might be different. It's a shame you'll die here, Reed. The city has far worse men than you.
Turns out the submachine gun's quite good for crowd control. Each of those cost 2 gunpowder to make? Really? There's powerful revolver rounds. Should have just thrown a grenade, really, but it's fine. Drennan told Pierce about it. Right. Albert? Lewis was responsible for killing everyone. I knew it was right to turn him in. Tell me those guards were unarmed. Why did they run at me?
Oh, thank you, mister. I thought they'd kill us. I don't know how we can ever repay you. Who are you? You look...
I'm a private eye, and your father's worried about you too.
Father? Is he okay? Did you see it?
He's fine, but this isn't over yet. Do you have somewhere you could hide out for a while?
Yeah, sure. We'll stay at Aunt Peg's. What's going on?
Your father and I have a matter we need to deal with together. He'll explain everything when he can.
Okay. Please, mister. Take care of him. He's a good man.
I'll try. I've got to go.
Thank you for saving us, sir.
Have you come to save us?
I guess so. Missing some evidence apparently, but frankly, I'm not sure where I would have missed it.
Cheaper than the rest.
Quick, stare.
Can't do anything with that. Map and coordinates. 47 degrees south, 126 west. Sure, I have no way of matching that to the map. Cool.
Your family is safe now.
Yes, thank you so much. My sister-in-law just called to say Evelyn and Michael got there safely. I owe you everything. What happens now? Should I turn myself in?
First things first. You need to write a confession. It's your word against the witness.
Okay, I'll take it over to the police station immediately.
No, just give it to me. And the murder weapon. You still have it, right?
Yes, sir. Here's everything.
Good man. I'll go clear things up. I suggest you make the most of your time before the coppers come knocking. I'll get going.
Pierce's basement. I can frame Milton Pierce back. Byard was a victim, and Milton Pierce tried to set me up and then tried to get me to murder his own mother. What was his mother's address? Northern Oak Grove. Beacon Street near Bollock Street. So if I kill his mother, then Milton Pierce will agree to recant his testimony. But the only reason he's doing that testimony is because somebody told him I was getting set up and he thought he could profit from it. Milton was covered in Johanna's blood. And gee, I wonder if that might be her house. And it has a huge campaign poster.
Agatha Pierce, I presume? The name's Charles Reed. I'm a PI.
Good day, young man. What's your business?
There's a matter that I'd like to discuss. It concerns your son, Milton.
Oh no. What's happened? Is he okay?
I'm afraid this may take some time to explain. Perhaps you have something to, wet my whistle.
Oh, fear not. I keep my cellar stocked for just such occasions. Would you kindly fetch us some Chianti from the cellar? You look more than capable.
Ma'am, that's a most generous offer. So why do I sense a quid pro quo?
Oh, no. Well, I did hear something rustling around, but I'm sure it's nothing you can't handle.
Yeah, leave it to me.
Here are the keys. Pick any bottle, as long as it's Chianti. And don't shy away from the good stuff. It's there to be shared with guests like yourself.
Milton sent me here to kill you.
Milton? No, it can't be. Please, Mr. Reed, you must have it wrong.
Look, it's the truth. He wanted his inheritance, but needed your death to look natural. Poison was his solution.
No! I don't believe you. Please go away. I feel sick. Oh. I don't understand. What did I do?
Don't worry though, I'll still go down to your basement and kill that monster for you. Because I'm a good guy.
The door won't budge.
Didn't you just give me the key? Did you take it back because I didn't want to... Fine then. Jeez. Didn't I find a fast travel point near that? It's kind of closer. This case might not stick, because after all, me finding the murder weapon and then coincidentally finding it at the witness's house would seem suspicious to any rational police officer. I feel it's worth a go. And Byers doesn't really deserve to go to jail for being forced to murder someone against his will.
Extra. All the news that's fit for print.
Seriously? This guy didn't despawn, did he? No, he didn't. That's alright. That works for me. Also, there must be like a fast travel point up here somewhere I missed, because there's a huge gap between those two. Or I just can't go this way? Oh, I just can't go that way. That entire museum avenue is blocked off. That's weird. How are people supposed to get over there? Yeah, this whole area is just blocked off for no readily apparent reason. Weird. Wonder if that's part of that DLC you can buy. There's a Necromonicon DLC, it's 15 quid. And from the sound of it, just add some more fetch quests to be able to go find some books. Maybe they're up there. That whole section up there is just completely inaccessible. Peculiar.
I have proof that it was Milton Pierce that killed Johannes Vanderberg.
Show me what you've got.
The murder weapon is in his house, and a pile of bloody clothes. Here's a photograph.
I don't know how you managed to pull this off, Reed, but it's impressive work. We'll take it from here. Accusing a mayoral candidate of murder is an interesting challenge, but the Carpenter family has tackled worse.
Bye.
Can I also... Can I also give him the letter? Like I found a letter. Didn't I find a letter? Yeah, that letter. Carefully folded letter. Your proposed route to resist. I'll tell police whatever you need. Surely that would be evidence to...
You've been doing a great job, Mr. Reed. I'm waiting for you at the Devil's Reef Hotel.
Of course you are. There were the notes about how to bring someone back from the dead.
I'm watching you, newcomer.
The door won't budge. How is this possible?
At last, Mr. Reed. I heard about your recent case. Let me congratulate you. You've truly outdone yourself this time. A question, if I may.
I've got a question. How on earth are you still alive?
What can I say? Perhaps next time you should make sure you finished the job.
It wasn't me, and you know it. All this. All I went through, and there was no murder to begin with.
The prosecution would beg to differ. They had all they needed. A victim, a method, and a culprit. The rest is just bells and whistles.
You set me up. You son of a...
I only set the scene. What? Kill me? As amusing as it would be to see you charged with my murder a second time, I'm afraid we have pressing matters.
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean, Mr. Reed. The prophecy. The seal. You have made yourself a part of something momentous. Now, to your latest case. Wonderful execution all round. And I mean that literally. The hanging has been scheduled for next week. Tell me, Mr. Reed, why did you do it? Why condemn a man of such high station for a crime he did not commit?
He testified against me and conspired to have his mother killed.
Indeed. His corruption was common knowledge, yet you were the only one who acted upon it. Regardless, I shall call this experiment a success. In fact, you should consider it a taste of your ultimate trial.
I don't understand. What do you get from all this?
You are headed into the darkness, Mr. Reed. I'm giving you the experience you'll need to find your way through it.
What do you mean, my ultimate trial? What does this have to do with anything?
Of course. Everything. It's your destiny. Destiny beyond comprehension. To be more than a speck of cosmic dust. To make waves across the universe. To end things.
And what?
Everything. You've suffered in this city from the very beginning. From the moment you were born, in fact. Wanting to end it is only natural. But unlike those untold millions before you, you have the power to do so. You can turn mere prophecy into absolute truth.
You don't mean...
The seal of Kotiganar is in your hands. You possess the key to the gates, and all they hold within. You can close them, and cling to mankind's misery for a few more cruel centuries. Or you can open them and end it. And you will do the latter.
Why? Why would I destroy everything?
Because otherwise your life amounts to nothing. Do you know how many chosen few there have been over the centuries? Nameless hordes, sacrificed at the whim of invisible masters. Not unlike those who watered the poppies of Flanders with their blood.
But our sacrifices mattered. We won the war.
A war, with many yet to come. This is your kin's nature, your purpose. To suffer. Your monkeys in an open cage, unwilling to walk out. Only you can make a difference. You can end it all for good.
You're wrong. I'll prove it.
You will prove nothing. You'll die. And at the next turn of the cycle, another will come along who is brave enough to finish the job. Nevertheless, I cannot abandon you, whether you agree with me or not. Your path is too important, even if your choice is beyond my control.
You're right about one thing, at least.
There is an archaeologist in this city. He is very close to unraveling the secret of Kotiganar. And you'll need his help to get inside. His name is Joseph Hill. Here's his address. Talk to him. Earn his favor.
Seriously. All that, and you don't even know how to find Katiganar?
If I knew that, would I be working with a private eye?
This is wrong, Johannes. All of it. And I still have no idea why I should even believe you.
The truth is the truth. Whether you believe it or not, you can accept it, or try to put the blindfold back on. It doesn't matter. Farewell, Charles. Whether we speak again or not, I will be watching. And don't lose the seal again, or all your effort in this city would go to waste. We'll meet again, Mr. Reed.
Want to bet on it? Trophy earned, double tap. Can't surprise he didn't get his robes from murdering him. We have ban a science outfit now. Help a real estate agent in the open house case. Sounds like we're still missing at least one side quest then.
I'm watching you, newcomer.
I literally just murdered a man in my room and you didn't even know anything about it, so, you know. Had you reached. And now I unlocked the king's robes. Yeah, the yellow king. Eastern Reed Heights.
Hi.
Hey, Norwegian flavour. How are you getting on, bud? Helog Street. Helog Street. Helog Street. And Hale Lane. Okay, so here's Humbert Street, so right about here. Kind of all annoying ways to get there. Next right. Oh, it's an infected zone. Is it? It's just blocked. That's just blocked. Cool.
Have you come far?
I believe I'm near the end of the game at this point. Like, there's not many costumes left to unlock. It looks like I'm missing one side quest to do with a real estate agent, which I don't really know where that would be. And this feels kind of endgamey. Plus, I think I have all the weapons, given that in the skill tree, I have the battle rifle, submachine gun, and shotgun. So I don't think there's any more weapons for the game to give me.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so mind is maxed out. Vigor's almost maxed out, apart from half damage from heights and swimming. All left then is just to get the combat proficiencies off. Like, I'm probably not going to finish this tonight, I think, because there's at least a bit more to it. But I'm off tomorrow, so I'll probably get it done tomorrow.
He tried to escape, but something broke his neck with a single strike.
Looks to be a lot of dead bodies here.
DIDNTCEPP.6.
That was last night, I want to say. Yesterday afternoon, actually, yeah. Because yesterday afternoon it was being, like, 3 o'clock or so? What? Whoa! Whoa, okay. So killing the undead mine has given me a bit of a sanity hit. Okay. Just chill out. Yeah. Yesterday afternoon I played some, and then I played some Battlefield with my friend Joe to get the face paint for this week's unlock. And then I watched a lot of Stranger Things. And today then I was offered a wedding, so I wasn't playing for the day. Just calm down, buddy. Calm down. I need to bear in mind if I see those guys again, I should use a bigger gun than my standard handgun. You alright, buddy?
Did you get her?
What the hell's going on? I'm sure I shot her dead, but then she ran.
Oh, snub, we are in trouble now. My name is Joseph. Sorry for getting you into this. Thanks.
Charles Reed. I was actually looking for you.
Me? How can I help you?
What do you know about that thing? The girl that attacked us?
She's Osha, a Mayan priestess, rejected by death itself. I can only imagine what baleful sorcery still keeps her alive.
Unusual, even by this mad city standards. Why would a Mayan priestess come here? What's special about this house?
It was me she was after.
In that protest, the tricky is on.
Older than humanity itself.
Yep.
She wants to stop me from uncovering it. Don't ask me about it further. I can't say any more.
I need your help to get into Katiganar. This madness must be stopped.
Oh, that's a noble goal, but Vanderberg...
Johannes was the one who told me about you, and about all the things that have happened since the flood.
He did. Well, I underestimated you. We share the same goal, but there's a problem.
What kind of problem?
The Mayan girl, Usha. She was the keeper of the key to Katiganar. We'll need it.
You mean the seal? I have it. Just show me the entrance.
The seal. You've got it. Spectacular. But alas, it doesn't solve our problem.
You're testing my patience, Joseph.
Usha was the last one to open the path below, and she still protects it. We cannot proceed until she's been dealt with.
My bullets did nothing. Do you know of any other ways to fight her?
There are ways to resist her sorcery. I was going to use them myself, but I'm not sure I have the skills to track this thing to her lair.
But didn't she come to you?
She caught me off guard, tried to kill me. I was unprepared. You arrived just in
time to scare her off.
I'm a private eye. Tracking Lucia won't be a problem. But how do we handle her?
When you locate her lair, come let me know. Meanwhile, I'll prepare our defense against her magics. Then together, we'll banish her.
Any leads on how to track her?
I don't know. But she drinks blood to gain strength. There must be victims, corpses, but thanks to the wild beasts and madness, Oakmont is full of the dead. Though, I did hear rumor of a vampire in Salvation Harbor.
Well, I guess that's better than nothing. Johannes told me nothing about you. Can you fill me in before we continue?
I understand. You're curious.
Your face tattoos are rather unusual. What do they mean?
The Indians gave them to me. Visited a lost pyramid in the jungle. These are marks of wisdom.
Your illness. How did you get it? Is it contagious?
As with many other tropical maladies, it was born by a certain species of fly, bred in the wells of the old Mayan temple. Superstitious savages may call it a curse of the gods, but we're people of culture, aren't we?
I've seen enough to not take superstition so lightly these days. If Johannes trusts you enough to recommend your help, you must have some unique expertise.
Well, I am an archaeologist, well-versed in alchemy and other less academic sciences. I have devoted my life to stopping the end of the world.
Wait, what?
I spent years in the jungle learning from Mayan descendants. Illness forced my return, but I believe Xibalba's entrance is under Oakmont.
Did you say Xibalba?
The world of the dead. It brings disasters, epidemics, madness. The most violent Mayan gods were locked inside and made sacrifices to their name. Different locals gave it different names. Some of them can be traced, their origins identified. But Katigana, it precedes us all.
You want to get into this place, under Oakmont?
No, no! That place must be closed forever. All that befalls Oakmont has emerged from within its walls.
Well, I agree with that. And that's plenty. Thanks, Joseph.
It's a pretty great one, Jade.
These Mayan artifacts could be the prize jewel in many a museum collection. By the looks of these plants, this photo was taken somewhere in South America.
Gunpowder. That's okay. We'll find like 16 inside here. Or 3.
It just twitch. Whoa. Must be my nerves. Poor guy died here after several stomach wounds. It just twitch. Whoa. Must be my nerves. Wild beasts carried out quite the massacre in here.
It's kind of weird. I got all evidence collected despite the fact I hadn't interacted with all the evidence.
Hee by the plants. There was a flock of jungle Indians in the photo
One
with mouth
ferocious
smile.
blow, and he was gone.
Is there a way up into the next room? Yes, there is. So yeah, it's weird to tell me that my I found all the evidence when, like, I clearly haven't.
Poor bastard didn't get far.
Like, how were none of those dead bodies evidence? And they were all interactable. I wonder if I can talk to them about them.
Please hurry, Reed. We can still save the city.
Guess not. I guess he doesn't care about the fact that like 7 people died downstairs. Fair enough. So, Port Transportation Harbour about vampires. I'm guessing police investigate crimes. I can't believe there's a fast travel point here and a fast travel point here, and then there's just nothing in this entire upper area. That's really dumb. Police station.
Maybe it's trivial if a trophy's evidence.
Maybe, yeah. Like, there's no trophies related to evidence, it's just that getting all evidence at a location gets you an XP bonus for getting more skills. Which, well, I already have the vast majority of skills, but still, you know. Skills for kills. Oh, just so you know as well, I have a rough idea of what I'm going to be playing for the next little while. Because I got saw some news on the internet. I'll be back in Assassin's Creed Odyssey on Tuesday, because the last part of the Fate of Atlantis DLC is out then. So I'll be getting stuck into that when that releases. I caught up just in time.
Don't waste my time, Luke.
I wonder if is Melvin in here? No, he is not. Shame. Would have liked to have, rubbed his face in it. Violent crimes. Suspects. No. Criminal pattern. Salvation armor. East Salvation Harbour, Old Church Road between Seasmith Avenue and Maple Lane. So that'd be about here-ish, I guess. I also picked up another game in the big PSN sale at the moment. Weird. Trials Rising. Last Trials game I played was a couple of years back, so I'm looking forward to getting stuck into a good Trials game. Anyway, 3 weeks' time, new Wolfenstein's out as well. Of course, next week I'm also going to have Marvel Ultimate Alliance to play, but given I can't really stream from Switch, it's not really feasible to show that off. Probably the only way I could actually stream anything on the Switch would be if I loaded up a different game on the PS4, pointed the PlayStation camera at the TV, switched the input over to the Switch, and then you could watch the Switch stuff in like a tiny corner of a screen at a very low resolution. It's probably not the ideal way to do that.
Okay, how to get into Tat Assassins series one day. Just barely tired one.
I'd honestly say pick up Assassin's Creed Origins or Odyssey because they're both a lot better than the older games. But see how much they'll cost you. Like they're both like 20 quid around here these days. Backyard in East Salvation Harbour on Old Church Road. So it's around about here anyway. Backyard. Ah, sure. Police line do not cross. I don't believe you would. You might have one on PS3 through PS Plus. I want to say the only one that's been on PS Plus is the spin-off of Black Flag called Freedom Cry, which was itself a game that was like $4.99 on sale at some point. But I believe that's the only Assassin's Creed game that's been on PS Plus so far. They haven't done any of the mainline games. Now, I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure if they had, I would have added it to my library.
Strained, just like Joseph said. A fire and lots of fish. These guys were gonna have a good meal here. She didn't spill a single drop of blood. He didn't die immediately. These are some savage bites to the neck. He would have suffered. Nothing useful inside. Old clothes and garbage, but this letter may be helpful.
From the Devil's Reef, right.
Okay, all my PS3 backquotes are dead. Resold so many times it backquotes boring.
Yeah, PS3s a bit kind of struggling to get by these days, same as 360s. But there's enough stuff on PS4 to keep you busy, thankfully. But yeah, definitely check out the current sale. It's on PSN. Like, I didn't look over the Assassin's Creed games on sale because I've played through them all as they came out. But there's some good sales on PSN at time of recording.
I found a debt letter from you at a crime scene. Can you tell me who it was for?
I have no idea.
Why? Do you send that many of them?
Yes, thanks to all you damn newcomers flooding Oakmont. I have a form letter that I adapt. Well, make a newcomer adapt for me to pay his debt. Got 50 of them back here right now. Clever, eh?
Indeed. Less useful than I'd hoped, though. See you later.
You know what? I think we've had this Investigator DLC coat on long enough. Let's stick on the terrible yellow suit. Hang on. Why is my face changing as I change suits? Way better. Let's be an outlandish yellow for the rest of the game, I think.
The door won't bud.
I'm watching you, newcomer.
Put the fish market, I suppose. I'm not actually sure what to do now, because I found that place with the vampire killed some people. I found a note taking me back to the hotel, but that was a dead end. Apart from the letter I found about the guy who was at the fish market, so guess we'll go to the fish market and see if anyone's here.
Resoldering was fun the first times, and it's okay helping out friends for a while, but it's a pain playing and the unit does not stay okay.
Yeah, I get you.
This used to be an okay place to live.
Selling, mister. I don't see any goods.
Glad it's over.
I offer what everyone in this Borg needs most. Safety and comfort. You a newcomer? Where are you staying?
The Devil's Reef Hotel.
Oh, old Victor always thinks so small. A man of your talents could earn his board 100 ways. Maybe you want some more spending money?
Got a job for a private eye, mister? I'm always up for a good side gig.
That's what I like to hear. I'm Walter. I need someone capable to take care of an issue on my property. Local fauna, if you know what I mean.
Real estate's a risky business. How'd you get into it?
All my life I was a common fisk trader. But I wanted more. I dreamed of being a landlord. A man who never works. So I scrimped and saved, and bought several houses. Gonna rent them to the refugees and newcomers. And I have even greater plans.
Let me guess. You need a gun for hire. Or is there another task?
I need you to place these incense burners on the top floor of my properties to drive off the wild beasts. Take a photo for me as proof.
Smoke that repels wild beasts. Does that even work?
Of course it will. No doubt. I bought it from a friend I trust.
Oh, okay. Just give me the address. See you later.
This will be the real estate thing that I was missing. Okay, so I have a side quest, I guess, but I don't actually have the actual quest. Western Shells, Hawking Lane, between Inner Shine and Warren. They're all going to be in infested zones, aren't they? Seven Oaks being Eon Castle, so they've been around about here. Lincoln Street. In Derry and Landing. There's a landing. Derry, so about here. Well, I'm not sure how to progress the main case, so we might as well do a side quest, and that'll probably do for this evening.
BRB.
Sure thing, man. Good bit. turned into Ned's misery. Oh, sugar. Well, that probably would have went better if I hadn't had to murder myself. But it's fine. Okay, mind is maxed. Vigor is maxed apart from the useful stuff. Combat proficiency, I guess. Yeah, I kind of backed myself into a corner. None of those are useful. We go to revolver faster. Chance for double damage. Yeah. Take a faster reload, I guess. It's getting more and more expensive to get the skill points. I have a feeling they don't actually expect you to get all the skills in a single game. Not without grinding it remarkably. Yeah, they probably spawned those enemies thinking of coming through the front door and not through the upper level like I did. Screwed myself over. Right, well, we placed the incense burner so we can get out. Didn't find all the evidence. I seem to be missing evidence in a lot of these cases. I'm gonna go back for this one though, because it's a side quest. I feel like the evidence might be more important. It's not far, so. I thought I'd found all the evidence when I left. Apparently not. Please vote. Please. There we go. Remember, Vince was the guy who was buying boats for insurance racket purposes. Is that from the list?
Burn your eyes clean, but it doesn't come.
Again, what you got for me? Multiple boxes with literally nothing inside them. Cool.
Jump scares are just not fun when they fall from the roof or osmose through ground, my opinion. Resident Evil did it great, and lots at stake you.
Yeah, Resident Evil does it better. But that's also the fact of, like, this is an open world game. Resident Evil was a lot more, I think the word, not curated, but like it's a lot easier to tell what direction people are going to be coming and going from. It's totally a big one, isn't it? Game can be a little bit janky sometimes. How can your eyes meet his if he's got a blindfold on? There's a hole in the blindfold, right? Like, if you haven't had the chance to see it play it yourself yet, Norwegian, you should check out my Let's Play of Resident Evil 2. The remake came out in January. It's one of my favourite games this year, just since you're talking about Resident Evil. It's really good. I'm not sadly good enough to be able to complete the extra modes afterwards, but the actual main campaign is really, really good. I still need to go back at some point and try and complete it on hardcore, but there have been so many other games coming out, I just haven't had a chance. What is a statue and how did I not see this before? Johnny's Hull. I cannot make out what that says. That might be it. The faster reload skill is actually a lot faster, so it is worthwhile getting. That's fair. Like, the original game is still a good game that holds up well, but allow me to state once and clearly for the record, the remake is both a faithful remake of the original and its own entirely different game that's still worth playing even once you play through the original. Like, the Resident Evil 2 remake is probably the best horror game on this platform right now. Oh, what was that? Sorry down there. Right, that's all of the houses. Again, back to the fish market, talk to Walter.
Choose wisely.
I really wish the game wouldn't feel like that sometimes.
I did what you asked. Not sure what difference it will make given the state of your houses.
Hush! My properties suit a discerning and budget-conscious clientele. They are of the finest quality.
Seems you and I have different standards of quality, Walter.
You don't know this Borg like I do, newcomer. I'll beat old Victor at his own game. Here, take your reward. And don't forget to recommend my lodgings to your friends.
I hope they are never in such dire need of shelter.
Oh, we sang all extra caution as well. Right, that just leaves the issue of I don't know what to do. I only have 5 bits of evidence. I found the archaeologist.
I do get demoralized by thinking of the loading screen. Maybe it's best jumping forward to the remake.
Yeah, like honestly, jump forward to the remake and just play that because it's a great game in its own right. Resident Evil 2 original still holds up pretty well today, but the second game, the remake of it is just, it's a fine horror game and one of my favourite games of this year. Definitely pick it up because especially since it's been out in January, it should be pretty cheap these days. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm not sure what to do. It says here, Bloodless Corpses thing. Still, did I unmark that? Because I thought I found everything there. East Salvation Harbour on Old Church Road between C. Smith and Maple Lane. Yeah, that was a back alley back here. Right. Go back there and see if we can find something I missed. Because I thought I picked up a letter there about Devil's Reef, and it's not an evidence site, so I didn't know if I'd found everything or not. But the only thing I have in my casebook is to go back there, so let's go back there, I guess. So these are the police. Do not cross lines. The bad guys respawn. Bad guys have not respawned. Okay. Fine tooth comb. So. That was where I found the letter for the Devil's Reef. Oh, come on! Right, where were we? Found out later.
He didn't die immediately. These are some savage bites to the neck. He would have suffered. If anyone had caught this shotgun blast, they would have lost their head.
That was what I missed, because there was a reconstruction zone. Right?
Great fisk, buddy. Hope none of those hungry worm skins saw you eat. Try this, damn corpse!
Muskif Panaifa. Excelan Concordet Nilendo Bay Rayoman. Suffer for your sacrilege.
Order me, priestess, and I would serve.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Great fisk, buddy.
Hope none of those hungry wormskins saw it. Take this, damn corpse!
Usha attacked 3 Innsmouthers before a man appeared and tried to shoot her. She called him Raymond and hypnotized him, somehow.
This wasn't an evidence zone. That's why I didn't think I'd missed anything. Damn it. So I can go back to Devil's Reef Hotel and be like, hey, what about Raymond, who owes you money? I guess. That's annoying. If I'd marked it as an evidence scene the first time I was there, I would have actually walked around until I'd found everything. It's getting late. See where this takes us.
The streaming to my phone is 1 to 2 seconds, faster than both PS4 app and YT in Chrome.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the story is with the streaming delay, but I think there's a good 30-second lag between when you say something and when I respond to it.
I believe a man named Raymond lives here.
How's your business?
I need to talk to him.
You'd be better off talking to the wall. Raymond Archer ain't here. Left a few days ago and never came back. Didn't pay either. Damn newcomer.
What about his room? Did he leave any belongings behind?
A pile of weird stuff and broken junk. Take a look if you want. It's the room next to yours.
See you later.
Finally I can get into the room next to mine. But presumably that weird chanting was going on earlier.
Did Raymond get this air tank from the same place I did? I've seen some of these places. The backyard with corpses. Joseph Hill's house. Why did he draw all this?
Stop it! Please, stop it! Why do you show me this vile violence? I can't bear it!
They took a mummy out. That was a good idea.
Is that Somchat security option?
Somchat security option. You mean the delay? That just seems to be like a streaming thing of, you know, the isn't a real time stream. Not entirely sure why.
Okay.
Like, I think Twitch doesn't have a delay, but YouTube does. But I have more success with YouTube archiving as opposed to the other stuff. So, Flooded Lab in Northern Salvation Harbour, Moorland Road, between Seasmith and Powder House. So about here.
I'm watching you, newcomer.
May as well just taking a boat there, honestly.
I know, but I got hacked through Twitch. No clue how, never use it now.
Fair enough. I could probably have more viewers from stream to stream if I did it through Twitch, but I like the way I can make playlists and organise things on YouTube better, so 6 of one, a half a dozen another. Hidden lab.
Someone wounded really wanted to get inside this room. I don't think these tools were used for surgery. Whatever happened in this lab, it has nothing to do with normal science.
She won't tell you about the Tiganar or gold. She won't talk to you. Only the seed may know.
So as you guys have the Siege, you might actually talk to me. Pete's sake. Oh, where'd all my health go? That was a rough ambush. So we can just hop in there. Cool. As long as I have our essential salts, I can revive
did
her.
some pig spam, but just the 2 units with Twitch locked up simultaneously, newer after uninstall.
Huh.
It looks like it contains ashes mixed with salt. I do not want to know its origin.
I can't get in there. Can I? I can. Okay. Someone wounded really badly wanted to get into this room to get some gunpowder. I thought it was going to be something actually valuable inside there, but no.
I watch it in browser, but really...
You promised we'd be rich, Hill. Go ask her about gold. Not that nonsense about Kathy damn Hall or seals.
Help me, you bastard! Stop this monstrosity! Let me in!
Damn, you broke the ceiling circles.
Time to figure this out.
You promised we'd be rich, Hill. Go ask her about gold. Damn, you...
Help me, you bastard! Stop this monstrosity! Let me in!
Joseph Hill and Raymond tortured Usha to find out how to get inside Katiganar. But she got free and attacked them. Hill fled, leaving Raymond alone with her.
I wonder what she wants Hill dead then.
Stop. She has something to say.
Raymond? I was looking for you. We have to talk about the undead lion.
You don't need to hurt her. She knows what you want. She can offer a deal.
Last I heard, you were trying to shoot Usha, but now you're her messenger. Why the about-face?
She took this body as her vessel. She doesn't want to frighten you.
Well, using a man as a puppet is still creepy, Usha. What deal are you talking about?
You, chosen, must descend into the depths, into the shell. She knows the way.
I need to enter to stop the madness. If you tell me how to do it, I won't pursue you.
Generous. She has another offer. Help her, and she will tell you how to meet your destiny.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Kill sorcerer Joseph. He does not let her rest. He will pursue and enslave her once again.
You could have just told Joseph what he wanted. What difference would it have made?
The sorcerer does not deserve these gifts. He is guided by pride and greed. She waited for the cave chosen to appear, and here you are, marked, tied up by fate. She sees it in your eyes, wide shut.
Why should I kill Joseph? And why do you keep calling him a sorcerer?
He woke her up, plundered her body, forced her to breathe once more, cut her, pierced her, burned
Yeah, I saw the thing about the acid.
kept her in chains.
You want revenge.
She wants freedom. No freedom while the sorcerer lives.
Because he can keep reviving you.
What will you do after you're free?
Live.
If I do what you ask, where will we meet?
Among the stone fingers in the Garden of the Dead.
Oh, can't you just tell it straight? I've had enough riddles for a lifetime.
She believes your mind is not that weak.
After
You know what, yeah.
everything I've seen in this laboratory, I'm on your side.
She will wait for you.
Oh, my head. I can't. Where am I?
The struggle to get to the mystery platform, just to find nothing and die on the way down. Done those.
Yeah, it was a waste of time. But hey, you know, there was only one way to know for sure. But yeah, we're gonna kill Joseph. And we're gonna free Usha. Sure, she's a dark mind priestess who, you know, murders people for blood. But she didn't ask to be brought back. Joseph did it because he wanted to get rich. and now he's keeping her alive and reviving her, and generally he tortures her against her will, and that sort of thing's just not cricket.
Just a normal lad.
Yeah, that seems like a good plan. Now, where was Joseph again? He was up here, wasn't he? Yep. One of them doors.
I need an explanation, Joseph.
No? What did you want to know?
I found the laboratory, Joseph. The one used to raise dead from the ashes and salt.
So then you understand why I need Usha's body. She knows what we both need. The way inside Katagan.
You revived the dead, then tortured them. That's an abomination.
Do not rush to judgment, Reed. They had their time. Would you truly value one old life over the suffering of millions? Then you,
because you brought them back from the dead.
Atrocities. They are just the vessels of their former knowledge. You can't compare them to the living.
I know you had a deal with Raymond, the man who brought you the money. What happened to him?
Nothing he didn't deserve. This newcomer, he was only interested in treasure. It's his fault Ucha is after us now.
He's her toy now, possessed and tormented. It was you who let this happen.
Me? I did not free her, and for Kay's sake, why should I risk everything to save an imbecile? My mission is of far greater importance.
You tormented Usha to get the knowledge you were after. Why?
She refused to tell me what I needed. I was trying to find another way, but until the spell was found, I used more mundane methods.
Like pouring acid on her?
It was stubborn. No longer human. I was forced to try everything. Every time I recreated her, she told me I didn't deserve the knowledge.
Usha made me a proposal. She's willing to help me get inside Katiganor.
What? Surely not. It must be a trap.
You didn't even ask me what you wanted in return.
I fear I know already. She wants me dead. Dane, she's using you, Reed. She knows I'm the only one who can stop her. I have already prepared the unguent to prevent her resurrection. Please, can't we just finish this as planned?
Sorry, Joseph. I don't want to deal with either of you. But Usha is the one who knows what I need, not you. Nothing personal.
You're doing us all. I won't let you do this.
Trouvard still salty.
You did well. She is pleased. Enter her home, and she will tell you the secret of the depths.
Where will I find you?
Didn't she tell you? About the stone fingers in the garden where the dead men live on? She thought you'd understand.
Oh, can't you be more specific? A garden for the dead. Is that a cemetery or crypt?
See? You did have it.
Seems like a lot of running around when we're all talking.
The vessel through which he talks would hear what he does not deserve. She would prefer not to kill him.
Okay then. I'm on my way.
Alright, if we have to do another diving section, I'm going to leave that till tomorrow morning. I have not enjoyed the diving section so far, and the prospect of doing another one when I'm tired is a bad idea. So, I'm going to call it here for the night, save and quit, and then I'll play this again in the morning. Should be able to finish this tomorrow, I think. Like, finding a way into Kithganar seems like a pretty end-gamey kind of thing.
So long. Take care.
Thanks, bud. I'll talk to you later.